Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a hexagonal prism out of a 3x3. So the first thing I did is I disassembled the cube so that way I could glue the caps on the corner pieces so they don't fall off while cutting. So I just applied super glue and put the cap back on. And then after that, I reassembled the cube. I removed the center cap so that I could tighten the cube so it wouldn't turn while sanding or cutting it on the bandsaw. The way you have to cut off the edges is just like an enclosed cube. And you can see how to do that using the link in the description. You also need to cut off two opposite corners just like a half truncated cube. And then next you're going to want to mix up Apoxie Sculpt so that you can fill the pieces. You could just put the Apoxie Sculpt in the smaller holes, but then I would recommend that you fill the other pieces with like tissues or paper towels, so that way you're not using as much Apoxie Sculpt. And this is what it looks like when you're done. So now it's a good idea to sand all the faces that you just filled to get it close to the final dimension. And then you could take off the stickers so that you could get it ready for extending. Use some rough sandpaper so that you can make the faces rough where you're going to extend. And you need to do this so that the extensions don't come off easily. And then when you're done with that, disassemble the cube so that you could extend all the faces. And now you could extend all the pieces that require extensions. After the Apoxie Sculpt dries, you have to sand down the faces on the inside of the cube so that it could be assembled, and if you don't do this, the pieces just won't fit together correctly. It could also be helpful to sand down the outside of each piece, and you could only do this if there's a face that's already been sanded that you can use as a reference. Then after you sand all of the pieces, you can reassemble the cube. And now you could just sand down each of the faces, and I would recommend that you do the finer sanding by hand just so you have more control. And now this is what it looks like now that it's all sanded. I'm not gonna round over the edges or anything like that because I have a cool idea for what to do with this. But it was actually pretty easy to make, and I recommend that you make this. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, and I'll see you in my next video.